It is still yesterday, and I've just finished chopping up the vegetables that my neighbor brought over a few hours ago. And I've been putting out carrots for the rabbits. This will be the first time I think I put out anything other than carrots. Normally I put out 3 or 4 carrots, all chopped up into little pieces, about half an inch long. And yeah, we'll just see if they like this. We'll know in the morning. Anyway, I've been doing this for just over 3 months now. My surveillance camera caught this about the end of June, I believe it was. Now I think if I hold on to the float, there's less chance of doing any unnecessary damage here. That one. And that one. Now I don't know if I should try and file these little things down or not. I don't think so. Do this one the same way. Yeah. You know what? Wonder if I can use these somehow for something. Now I have my propane torch adjusted pretty much as low as it'll go without going out. And you may remember, about 100 episodes ago we did this. Only it worked better 100 episodes ago. Now my house is starting to smell like molten plastic. I think I went a little bit too fast there. Let's just take another bite at it. I may have had the flame too close to it too. Now I'm about 3 inches back. Okay, I think that's about all we're going to need. At least I think that's all we're going to need. Well, let's, for the fun of it, let's just take our little plane here and see if we can get 2 of these out of here. Okay, one there, one there. You know what, I should have gone maybe a little bit more here. No, I don't think so. I think that's going to be pretty good. Just be careful now that I don't break it. Okay, I think now if I just cut it right in the middle. Now if I put this about there, I don't know, maybe it's going to be a little bit too heavy. What I'll do is I'll cut it a little bit on the long side and then shorten it microscopically, if you know what I mean. I'm just sort of eyeballing straight down on it now. Probably be pretty good. I think I'm just going to have to reposition my airplane here a little bit. I think I'm just going to do one side at a time. This side right here is the one I'm going to do first. Then I will, after the glue is set a little bit, I'll push the other side slightly forward and then tack it. We don't want very much here. I'm pretty sure that'll wick its way around where it's supposed to go. Now what that will have done is it will have also weakened that socket. So I don't want to be putting any undue stress right there. Okay, what you did not see was that it fell out. I guess the extra thin did not get around underneath there, so I'm going to do this a little bit differently this time. Just try and get it into place here. Oops. Do you ever notice as you get older you can't pick up little things? I know I'm always talking like that, but let's try this again now. Okay. Very gently now. This time I think I'll try this one because I can see it. Okay, now we'll do this one. I went and I cut this one about 1 millimeter too short, and sort of falls down between the floats instead of going from, from strut to strut. So I'm going to have to extrude another one, but that'll give you a chance to watch me extruding another one. Okay, I think that's about right. Might be a little on the thick side, but I think if I snip it right in the middle there, it'll be alright. Okay, let's make it about 1 millimeter longer than this one. So I'm just going to use this one to eyeball. Here. I'll make it about that long. I can always take a little off. We'll try that. And it's probably too long now. Okay. I'm thinking if I put it in sort of from the back like this, the file worked good last time. I'm just sort of setting it on the top of the float. Well, I was. Okay, whoops. I'll get it. Okay, I shortened this just a little bit. I've got this on several times and it keeps falling off. I don't know if this is going to help or not. And the sun has just gone down here now. I put the vegetables out for the rabbits. fact, the clock is just gonging 8 o'clock. Now, I took a picture with my point and shoot. You know, if I don't get this soon, I'm going to give up and go to bed. Okay, I'll just wait a while and let that cure, let that evaporate. Wonder if I could get the other side. Try and turn it so you can see it here. That'll be enough. Put too much on and it will completely dissolve that little thing. I should do a test, you know that? Get a microscope slide and lay this on it and just see how much will dissolve. Maybe tomorrow. In the meantime, good night. See you in the morning. No, I just knew that I'd better show you the picture that I took with the point and shoot. Well, this is it. And I've been putting the carrots there like that every night for about 4 months now, I guess. I've only missed maybe 2 or 3 nights. And anyway, oh yeah, interesting story. One night I thought, you know what? Maybe they'd like it better if I just left them in the bowl. So I checked the weather to make sure it wasn't going to rain, and I put the bowl out. And the next morning, everything was just the way it was before. They never touched a nibble. They were scared of the bowl, I guess. This is going to be the very first time that I put something else out besides carrots. So tomorrow morning, it'll be interesting to see what is eaten and what isn't. Well, it's the next morning. About 13 hours has passed, actually. And I took a look out my door, a couple hours ago. And it was kind of drizzly. I looked over to where the little pile of mixed vegetables was. Or maybe I should say is. And it looks like the rabbits never touched it. Now I have to remember that I didn't actually see any rabbits out there when I put them out, and usually there's at least one rabbit sitting around somewhere in the grass within 10 or 15 feet away, and it's like they're waiting, and I didn't see any last night. So it could be that they've moved on, but I don't think so. It could be that they just don't like mixed vegetables, and the same reason they didn't eat it, because it was when I put it in the bowl. Maybe they just don't like to. They can't stand change. Anyway, I think I'm going to put the prop on here. Yeah, that was lucky. Okay, which way would be the best? Want it to look kind of natural. Well, it looks pretty good. Now, if we remove this little panel right here, then the float strut will be able to go in there. And let me get my tweezers on here. If I angle this just right, I think it'll can go something like, something like this, and it will go sort of underneath the fuselage, maybe more of an angle like this. Now, let's see what happens here. See if I can cut that out without butchering it too badly. Now, just a few minutes ago, after I'd gone down to the workshop to, get my workshop vise, I thought, why don't I order one of these little vices that will clamp onto the, onto your work table or something like that. I have a very faint recollection of having one about 40 years ago, but I'm not sure. Maybe I just thought I had one. Anyway, I ordered one from Amazon here about an hour ago. It'll probably be here in about 2 or 3 days. Anyway, we'll just do the best we can with this. And needless to say, I'm not going to, put these in here without some sort of protection. Put rubber on each side, or maybe thick cardboard or something. Okay, so you can see here the little panel that we want to cut out. It's probably about 2 millimeters by 3 millimeters. And I'm pretty sure if I wrap it up in foam like this, I want to be able to see that panel. All I want to do is just hold this steady. I'm not going to tighten it up real tight. Just a little bit tight. That should be good. Now I'm going to swing this around so I can see it. And I'll maybe adjust the camera so you can see it too. Then you can laugh when I go off the line. Okay, you can see it there. And I hope I'm not getting my nose in your way. Okay, if I go straight down like that. Now you notice that line takes a bit of a jog there. Well, I can't do that. Well, maybe I'll just cut just to the left side of the line. That way when it gets down a couple of millimeters and it'll be in the right spot. You know what? Why don't I stick the macro lens on? That way you'll be able to laugh much closerly. Okay, here we go again. And I'm not checking the monitor, so I'm hoping you can see it okay here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it back like a pull saw. I know the other video was talking about a draw saw. Well, same thing. I meant to say a pull saw, so I'm pulling it back here. I'd like to get myself one of those little saws that Tony was talking about. You know what? I think I'm going to have to move this in closer. It's there's too much spring going on there. Yeah, I'm just going to move it in just a little bit closer. Then we'll refocus. I think I'm going to use a different piece of foam as well here. This foam is a little bit harder. Okay, let's snug that up a little bit here, but not too much. Yeah, the teeth are just a little bit too coarse on this to push it. There we go. It's thickened out a little bit there. Maybe if I grab hold of the blade from the bottom. That doesn't want to work either. Well, we'll saw on the pull. How's that look? Maybe just a little bit more here. It's binding. Yeah. I think I gotta go a little bit more. Get my toothbrush going here. Tiny bit more, I think. Okay, now the other cut is at a slight angle, looks like about 10 degrees off. You know what, I just checked my monitor so that I could see it as good as you can right now, and I should go just a little bit further down, I think. One more. Okay, now how does that look? Ooh, now I think I went too far. Can't win. I'll refocus later. Now this cut comes at a bit of an angle. Doesn't go straight down. It looks like about right there. It angles something like this. Does that look like in the right spot? No, I'm too much. Okay, now we go at a bit of an angle here. Does that look right? Maybe I should tighten this up just a little bit here. That didn't seem to help. How come I'm not cutting that off? Oh well, for the 18th time, nobody's going to be seeing it anyway. Well, it's just over 16 hours ago now since I put these out here. And I can't see too much nibbling having been done here. It does look slightly different. This one here looks like it was nibbled on. What's that? Let's bring that in the house and look at it. I think it's some sort of a snail or a slug or something. Yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to leave these veggies out here. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell. Is it coming towards us or going the other way? I kind of think that this is its head, if it has a head. You know, if I was to leave this run in time-lapse, it'd be interesting to watch that. What are we going to name him? Well, let's call him Bismarck. I do not want you to think that I'm into Mia's pocket. I know that I often show this little bottle, but I'm not trying to advertise for them. I like the color, got to admit that, but right now I'm using it because the background was so dark it was overexposing the carrot. And right now the exposure is pretty near perfect. Yeah. Somebody's enjoying their little tuner car. I'll take a good old North American V8 sound any day. That and the sound of a Harley Davidson or a radial aircraft engine. Like those engines that were in the aircraft in the Bismarck. Exactly the same. They have a unique sound. Something manly about it. Or the sound of a John Deere Model D tractor. The engine on that sounds a lot like a Harley-Davidson motorcycle, only different. A lot in common in those two. Well, approximately an hour has passed here now. I've been editing out those last few scenes that we took. And I'm looking at our little friend here, Bismarck. And he has not appeared to have moved. Maybe it's a she. which case we'd have to call it Bismarckette or something, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to clean these up here, and then I want to set my camera up to do a time-lapse on Bismarck. I haven't done that for a long time. It'd be kind of fun. And if you want to see the time-lapse included in tomorrow's video, or maybe you're absolutely sick of seeing a video on a slug, well, just in the comments below, let me know. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll both see you tomorrow.